who hasn't been fully fit to feature in their pre-season, which so far for Al Nassr has been a little underwhelming in terms of results at least. Luis Castro is the first to admit that in a series of friendlies that they played in Spain and Portugal. More successful for Al-Hilal in terms of the results was their trip to Austria, but it's all been about fine-tuning preparations ahead of occasions such as this. And then of course the start of the league season in less than a week's time now. Silverware at stake before then. Al-Hilal who get the action. Going to be Salim Al-Dawsari to take it, and it's a pretty comfortable today. First opportunity for Michael to flash it in, and it had to be dealt with and touched behind. And he was a real threat, Michael, in the semi-final, and is involved. Mitrovic, an obvious target. Only Cristiano Ronaldo scored more than him last season in the Pro League. Sergio Ramos, the latest and perhaps the most high-profile, as that actually came all the way through to the keeper, and it required a touch from Bento. Through towards where Alex Telles had continued his run, but he just runs out of room.
Frustrating. Al Nassr's first foray forward and the detriment of Al Nassr's challenge.
Malcolm helping this one on towards Salim to try and win it back here and return it towards Yaya. Bonu got a glove on it. Appeals are ongoing as the keeper comes clear and tries actually to spot the counter-attack. You could see what he was trying. Cristiano Ronaldo's complaints continue though.
They're not interested, the officials. Otavio did really well there. That rotation probably going to be key.
Some distance on the throw as well, which is to try and keep the danger alive. Alex Telles, his countryman, up against him. Being delivery aimed towards Ronaldo. It was only partially cleared there for Abdullah El-Kaibari. Through a posse of players it came. And he's got options either side here. Tried to take the shot on himself, and it spins away and out of play before it could reach Ayman Yaya, but they'll get the corner.
Ronaldo's chance to be frustrated there. I think it should have gone left, and hitting the
delivery as well in that packed penalty area. It's in towards Talisca, helping it wider. This is a strong run. And just maybe tried to take on one too many, Salim Al-Dawsari, because he had other options in the middle.
Yeah, the change of pace was electric once he received it off Neves.
For both of these clubs, the promise maybe of more new names to arrive before the... which they are queuing up to try and get on the end off. Alex Telles will take it. Back towards Garib, who had to work to reach it, but he did. And will reap some reward by winning the corner.
Just posing a few more problems, I think, with that movement. The rotation, Ronaldo finding himself wide on the left-hand side. It's pretty even, bit cagey.
Mane gave that one away to Michael. It's just taken off his, has it once more. Trying to pull the strings here. Talisca in dangerously towards Ronaldo. Acrobatic clearance was an important one. Looking for Al-Yami today as that one flashes in off the post and is scrambled away. It's not going to count, or it wouldn't have counted. But hearts were in mouths for a moment with Mitrovic in there.
Yeah, he went really early here.
Dawsari once more. Got plenty queuing up in the middle. Mitrovic, he gets something on it. This is Michael. And he improvised in trying to tee that one up for Milinkovic-Savic. Malcolm battling for it. Breathless passage of play will end. Most decisive meeting between them. It's the first in the league last season, that 3-0 Al-Hilal win, and they're advancing again. It's capable of getting decent distance on these throws. That's a case in point in towards Koulibaly. And he's still going here, Garib. Did really well in towards Ronaldo to get the touch. And late in the first half, Al Nassr in front in the Super Cup. Business as usual in front of goal for Cristiano Ronaldo. But the substitute, Abdulrahman Garib, receives his share of the acclaim from his teammates as well for the part that he played in the creation of the opening goal.
We can see what it means to everyone, and huge credit, I think, to Garib, who when there's been so many misplaced passes in this first half, especially towards the tail end. He's the one that's been up to speed and the one that's looked sharp and got to grips with the game. He's afforded a nice little bit of space. That said, look at the fullback there. He gives him acres. Al-Nassr are going to get over the line here.
There's Michael flashing it in. He was trying. And it's a good weight of ball as well, with Garib giving chase. For Al-Hilal to sustain some early second-half pressure. Ruben Neves with the corner. Off the head of Alec Abdullah on Kaybari. Michael's done well to get away from him, and he was able to pick the pass for Hassan Al-Tambakti. The centre-back had located a little bit of space in an otherwise congested penalty area, but couldn't find the finish.
Yeah, brilliant.
Malcolm. He floats it in towards Mitrovic, making a nuisance of himself in between the two defenders. Just did enough to deny him. Yeah, a little of influence that he would have hoped for yet. Good up from the back. Talisca and Ronaldo targets as well for Garib. Actually case. Sadio Mane up the other end. And Nordi had stayed with him. Al-Tambakti did get one at the Under-20 World Cup some 5 and a bit years.
Just getting Malcolm a little bit more the ball.
Savic gets it back from Mitrovic and waltzes his way through to score the equalising goal. Al-Hilal back on terms at 1-1. After that super link-up between the Serbians, Mitrovic played his part, Milinkovic-Savic did the rest and some. And we're all square in the Super Cup final.
Well, it's a breathtakingly good finish. I'll say that first. And Milinkovic-Savic has been the one that's been joining in from midfield, trying to make it into the 18-yard box. And it's his drive that gets the equaliser. And after the initial few touches, you're willing this to end up in the back of the net. That is brilliant. Driving.
Koulibaly had stayed forward. Puts it on for Michael to try and bring it down to... Nassr got players back, can't prevent the cross from coming in. Although Mitrovic did get on the end of it, there was precious little room for him to attack it, really.
It's brilliant play.
This is Garib. It's a good ball into his path. Talisca and Mane in the middle. Defence coming under more sustained pressure now, though. Neves with the cross, Mitrovic rising and getting the touch to it to turn this around. The responsive champions in the second half from Al-Hilal to ensure that further silverware is within their reach now. Alexander Mitrovic once more in the right place, and Al-Hilal once more exerting their authority over their great Riyadh rivals.
Well, we've seen some good deliveries in this second half, and this is just exquisite from Neves, because it takes the goalkeeper out of the game. He just comes wandering, comes looking for it almost, the goalkeeper. And
no, that's well worked. That was cut back by Malcolm for Mitrovic, and that might just do it. He's got himself another one. This time made by Malcolm. Mitrovic scores 2 in quick succession. And Al-Hilal racing clear in this Super Cup final, racing towards more familiar silverware.
Well, they're just getting ahead of themselves, Al-Nassr. They're getting too many bodies forward in search of what was an equaliser. And look at Telles, for example, just near post.
It's a heavy touch. It could be a gift of a goal. It is. Nightmare moment for Bento. And it's all going wrong for Luis Castro and Al-Nassr. 4-1 now. And that really, surely, has settled the issue. The Brazilian brought in this summer will not want to see this again.
He's been put under pressure. There's been too much on his goal in this second half, but that's all of his own doing. Malcolm gets himself the easiest of goals. Centre-half split. It's just a heavy touch off the right foot, and then he's scrambling to recover. He's a little bit rash the way he goes in. Malcolm